People are a little bit jittery, but we had some quite strong guidance from the palace following up that there was nothing to panic about.
Wales has pulled out of attending a memorial service at Windsor Castle for one of his godfathers due to a personal matter. Kensington Palace wouldn't elaborate further, but said the Princess of Wales, who's recovering from abdominal surgery, continues to do well. So let us talk to Roya Nikkhah, the Sunday Times royal editor. Hello to you, Roya.
Hi there, John.
So, what are you able to tell us about this?
Well, we got a very 11th hour notification this morning from Kensington Palace that he was pulling out of this service, which I just think in sort of the current climate of, the King's undergoing treatment for cancer, and we haven't seen the Princess of Wales for a long time after abdominal surgery. People are a little bit jittery, but we had some quite strong guidance from the palace following up that there was nothing to panic about. So we don't know what that personal matter is, but the briefing that came was that the Princess of Wales continues to do well. So it was sort of the understanding that it wasn't related to her.
Yes, I suppose inevitably, there's a quite a close limit on what we know at any given moment about this. They've got every right to take this position, but they are guarding the privacy around these matters quite closely, aren't they, Roy?
I think, in the situation that the royal family are currently in, with a lot of things going on in terms of health, I mean, Buckingham Palace have been very open so far, I think, about the king, and he's been very keen to be open about what's going on with him. But I think, there's obviously a lot going on that we don't know about, and William's juggling quite a few things. That said, we are going to see him out and about later this week. He has another engagement at a synagogue on Thursday around highlighting the rise in anti-Semitism, and we will see him out and about on quite a few engagements on Friday too. At the
Yes.
moment, those are all going ahead.
Yeah, I mean, just give us a wider appreciation of the way the royal household are dealing with their duties day by day, because we've been in this period, haven't we, of an interrupted schedule for a while now. How do you assess it to be shaking out?
Well, I mean, at the moment, it's just really the king who's not out and about so much, and the Princess of Wales. Yes, two hugely important senior members of the royal family. I think what we're seeing in terms of how the household are managing it, we're definitely seeing, even in terms of their sort of social media and the media who invite along to engagements, to things like the Edinburghs and the Princess Royal. She would never normally have media at her engagements, and we have been allowed to go along to a couple. So I think, in the absence of the king being around on public duties, although I thought last week it was quite important for the nation to see him looking well in his audience with Rishi Sunak, and I think we'll see more of that as the king seeks to reassure the nation he's around. The sort of movement is slightly more towards other members of the royal family who are plugging away, and the Queen, who is still doing a very full diary.
Yeah, Roya, thank you. Roya Nikkhah there, the royal editor of the Sunday Times.